Okay, let me see if my mic is on. Ridge Mac has already said, "Hey, Queen," and I'm like, "How did you know I was on? I didn't even hit the go live button yet." But hello to you, Ridge. Maybe it gave you all a notification that I was about to go live, right? And maybe you saw me on my notification. Let me know how the sound is. I have my different microphone on, but when I live stream in this room, it echoes real bad. So let me know if the sound is a little bit more clear and clarity for you. So um, the football game is on Notre Dame. And so I want to go ahead and make this live stream before the game ended so we can see the results of the end game of Notre Dame because I see so much of the three-leaf clover and the Ripple logo, Ripple meaning XRP, right? And based off of that, with the gold helmets, being that it's MLK Day, I'm gonna go ahead and say this early, Martin Luther King Day, um, and that's the first black head coach to play for a championship. I'm going to predict that Notre Dame will win. Now, as at the time of this live streaming, if Notre Dame is connected to the Ripple logo, like the fidget, the three fidget, the spinner, and if you know it's all these things are decoding, um, then I definitely believe this is going to have a prediction that Ripple will win everything in April. So we will see at the end of this game. I'll go live again. But welcome in. Hello, hello, hello. You all come in. Come in. Hit the like, hit the share button. As you can see, my eyes are red, red, red. I'm still getting that eye work done. And had another eye appointment today. So that's I'm not tired. I'm just my eyes are getting diluted and all that good stuff. But listen, I'm looking for the comment. Someone left a comment. You been look. Oh my! You know what? That's my deceased grandmother's name, Lula, and I've never met anyone on my live stream named Lula. And guess what? I just posted a picture of her. Let me show it to you on my Facebook page. And this is the first time that I actually saw myself looking a lot like her. On this picture, I think she was maybe around the age of 50. And that's me, my daughter, and I didn't even know she's in there. So let me show you this picture, Lula, of my um, grandmother, Lula, who has transitioned. Look, this is her. This is her. Oh, I'm trying. And for the first time, I was like, I was thinking I look like my grandmother for the first time. And I was thinking today, I said, I must have an old soul because I'm getting these things that elderly people have, like cataract and all that stuff. I'm like, nothing against the elderly community, but I'm like, that's an elderly person, um, type diagnosis. I'm too young in age for that. And so was my cancer diagnosis. Like, um, the CLL, the chronic lymphocytic leukemia cancer that I had, it was for like people well over their 60 years of age. And I'm just like, you know what? I just have to have an old soul in me. So thank you so much, Lula, for tuning in. I'm so glad you was waiting on me. Wow. Okay, y'all, let me collect my thoughts. Someone says I have 2,474 holdings of XLM right now. Grant says hello, Queen, and hello, everyone. Hello to you. Here's your flowers early. You're amazing. Oh my God, y'all make me feel so special. Thank you so much. Prices are about to explode if they haven't already. And to the moon, to the moon. I love that. I love it. From Japan. Thank you so much, love as well. Um, Now, Lula, my grandmother was named Lula too. Oh, so sweet, so sweet. So you all, Well, I'm so glad you are on this live stream, Lula. I'm so glad. Yeah. So let me collect my thoughts. I had someone. You all know that I'm a very honest, open, direct communicator, and I had someone to make a comment on one of my videos. They left a comment, um, and they said that Stellar, Stellar, XLM, right? Stellar XLM was connected to Saturn, right? Now, I'm going to be honest with you all. I don't know much about Saturn. I will tell you all the little I do know to get this point across and its connection to XLM. Hello to you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for the $2 super chat, for the tax-free donation. Thank you so much. Someone says, I told you last week to watch the movie about Elemental. It's about XRP and XLM. I have so many comments, you all. Patrice coming in with the 1111. You all, I am so overwhelmed with seeing the name Lula. Thank you for the tax-free donation, Patrice. You know, I'm going to put some word on for the 1111 energy and also to the $2 energy. And so let me get into this, right? Because people watching the replay, they don't understand that this is a live studio audience. They be wanting me to get right to the point. And I'm like, listen, my live people that catch me live, I have to address them and thank them for the 1111 energy. I'm trying to think of another 1111 scripture for the 1111 and the $2 super chat, which equals 13, which is, whoa, guess what? Which is XRP, XLM, and SDC gematria numbers equal to 13. We know Jesus had 12 disciples, including himself. It was 13. Lucky number 13 with that. And so someone left a comment and they asked if Stella was connected to Saturn. Now, you all, this is not my strong area, right? But I do a little research. I don't, I'm not deep into it. I don't understand the connection of Saturn and Saturday, right? Of Saturn and Saturn Day, and Satan worship. I don't. I know their names are all connected. I know Saturn, Saturday. Then we have Satan, and then you have Santa, as in Santa Claus, right? Satan and Santa's names are just what, one letter off? I know that much. I do know this, and I know how to tie it to cryptocurrency a little bit, right? Be open and honest with you. Well, thank you, Ephraim. He already got the scripture for you all, Deuteronomy 1 and 11. You know what? I think I'm going to do Ecclesiastes 11 too. I think that's the one I'm going to read out. Deuteronomy 1 and 11, may the Lord thy God, the God of your fathers, King James said, the God of your ancestors, right? Make you 1,000 times more numerous than you are, and bless you as he has promised you. It's a promise, you all. It is a promise. And Patrice, this is for you. This is Patrice saying all day, every day. God is our source. And I always add to the end of that, but you have to be the resource. God is our source for everything, but you have to be the resource. And so someone left a comment about Stellar connection to Saturn. I do know Satan and Santa are just one letters off, right? The worship of Santa, as in Santa Claus, Satan, so closely connected. Saturn, which is Saturday, supposed to be the Sabbath day. So, hey. But then I looked and I thought about Interstellar that was released, the Advanced Black Hole Science, in 2014. You see this logo? You see this logo? Interstellar, the that was released, the movie, if you want to call it that. I tell you all the time, Hollywood shows you the plan in movies before the game is played, right? And no, not the same. Satan and Santa. I didn't say, well, it might as well be the same, but I said the letters are interchangeable. What do they call that, you all, when you just spell it a little different? Both of them are 5 letters. You have the N at the end of Satan, but you have the N, the third letter, in Santa. That's it. The changing of the ends. And people worship Santa. That's a pagan holiday. I mean, Santa Claus and connecting that to the birth of Jesus Christ, who wasn't even born in December. It tells you in the Bible it's more like spring, or and then, and I was talking to my cousin about this today, like if the true meaning of Christmas and Santa Claus is for family and to celebrate those who you love, then why do you need gifts? Why don't you just have a family gathering where people love on each other and talk, and bring maybe a food like the Bible talks about, the festival of foods, and then you all come together, you eat, you socialize. Why do you have to go out here and spend money and give gifts if that's not the true meaning of Christmas? Why do you exchange gifts then? Why not just have the family gathering and socialize and eat food and like the festival of food? Why do you go out here and monetize it? Why do you put a price on it? Right? I love what you do and how you mix the word of God. Thank you so much, because this is how God give it to me, you all. I don't have a choice but to deliver it this way. I know it's different. I recognize that, but this is the way it's given to me. And I know that only a certain vibe of people are going to be attracted to that. Um, Jed McCaleb is an American programmer, entrepreneur, and philanthropist. He is the founder, chairman, and ex-CEO of aerospace startup Vast Space. Thank you. Anagram, that's what I was trying to think of. Anagram, that's what it's called. Which ties into cryptography and understanding decoding and all of that stuff. My grandmother, as Lula was on here, I had another grandmother she was just so into word puzzles and those word puzzles that came out in the 80s or 70s, whatever. And that was her love, word puzzles and deciphering, decoding those things. So I know I have an old soul in me, but let's get going, because people that watch this on the replay is going to be like, why she's going back and forth. I told you all, this is how you have to be with me, because this is a live stream, and my comments sometimes catch my attention. Okay, so Interstellar released in 2014, and so Stellar XLM itself was also released in 2014. And you all, I tell you, I go deep in the rabbit hole, and I'll be the first to admit if I see something a different way than I ever saw before. And for the very first time, I now understood why on the 1988 Economist magazine that warned us by the Rothschilds to get ready for a world currency, I now understand why people were saying that zero slash was XLM and Stellar. I now understand that when I looked at Interstellar that was released in 2014, because this is the XLM logo. And I'm like, this is plain as day. Why are they saying that this is Stellar? I said, this is Cosmos all day, every day. I said, Stellar clearly has 2 lines. Cosmos, the O in Cosmos has a 0 with a single slash. I said, how is this even connected to Stellar? Why are people saying it? And then I did the mathematical equation of it, and that 0 slash means to zero out. So what it was saying that every 10 years, every 10 decades, it was zero out, right? It was zero out. And so the magazine was written in 1988, and then in 2008, yeah, I think I got my tens. Yeah, 2008, the Russian currency collapsed. Russian currency. We know Russia's with the BRICS. right? Brazil, Russia, India, China, South Africa. Their currency collapsed in 2008. And then we have 10 years later, 2018, the biggest crypto crash that ever happened that introduced the world to cryptocurrency. Then right after 2018, we had C19, but then also in 2008, 10 years again, we had that biggest housing market crash in America, right? So 1988, 2008, 2018, and then now we are approaching the 2025. So with that being said, I mean 19, I'm trying to make sure I get my numbers right. 1998, the Russian dollar system, the currency system collapsed. Then we had 2008. Then we had 2018. So make sure I got it right. Now, but I've always told you all, I said, well, that zero slash does means that every 10 years we're going to see um, a, a currency episode that's going to collapse, right? But I also told you all that the number 10 on it meant something different as well. And I was like, well, this is that zero slash means duality. It means cosmos, which is the internet of blockchains. But then when I looked at Interstellar in 2014, and the fact that this year, Saturn this year will lose its ring that's made up of ice block. And I've been telling you all that April 10th is showing as a date that the dollar will collapse. We also know that Ripple, April the 7th, will have time to file its appeal with the SEC on April the 7th. So then we have April the 10th that's showing on gematria the dollar will collapse. I think I was asking you some fried pickles. Well, you can give me what I asked for. What? My drink. On live stream. Okay. All right. You don't go with Jackson. Well, that's okay. You have to always Jackson. My daughter. And so with that being said, I was like, wait a minute. We already did the gematria on XLM. And we already said that XLM was Revelation 13 and 17, the 666, in which no man could buy or sell. We know that Stellar XLM is also tapping into the domestic banking system, domestic banking across the world, where those who are underbanked, or we need one more person to make the 111. So you all hit that thumbs up. We at 110. I just dropped the 107. It'll pick back up. But everyone that's in right now, like this video so we can get the 111 in. Midnight Decipher says 1988 Trump, 88 wore purple tie today. What? And I just so happen to put on a purple shirt for this live stream. What? I promise you this was not playing. I just wanted a t-shirt on. And I just saw this and put it on. Right? Quintessential peace and prosperity to you. You all, did Trump had on a purple tie today? We know Brad Garland House wears purple. I always talk to you all about the color purple, the original color purple, with Whoopi Goldberg and Oprah Winfrey, Danny Glover, showing the oppression of Black women, and they come out of that oppression, right? The color purple is a prosperity color. It's a prosperous color. Pete says, yeah, Jeff helped Brad build up XRP, left to create XLM. Marshall will help Jed with XLM. Marshall left XLM. I've been live streaming about XPR and its connection with Fed now, and the XPR Royal Purple Oil, and XPR Purple, and Decoding from The Simpsons episode 3113. Oh, oh, oh. Oh, y'all, this is getting gooder and gooder, gooder and gooder, gooder and gooder, better and better. Let me show you The Simpsons that first aired in 1997, Crypto Born season, and let's see, season 31, episode 13, and we were just talking about um, anagrams, right? The changing of the switching of letters just a little bit, but they like dog, God spelled backwards is dog and things like that. And I showed you all also XLM in the gematria equal 3113 because we were looking at no, I'm sorry, HDC equal 3113. But we saw on The Simpsons that HDC and XPR with the purple XPR were always in collaboration with that. And so you see the 3113 for HDC. But then let's go back to XLM and Interstellar that was released in 2014. And we have Stellar itself that was also released in 2014. And I showed you our Revelation 13 and 17 that XLM Stellar was the mark of the beast per se, that no man could buy or sell without it. We're going to have the unbanked community, those domestic banking, those areas that could not be involved in the banking system, which is an even bigger area, you all, than the banking system itself. When I say banking system, I mean institutional banking system. The domestic banking system is bigger than institutional banking system. Now, when I pull up the gematria, and again, you all do your research. May of this year, we will not see Saturn's ring because of the position of Saturn. If you know anything else about Saturn, you know about the black cube, and I've been talking to you all about XCN, right? XCN, Onyx Coin, the Black Stone, and Black Rock, investing in that. But the Black Cube with Saturn, with XLM. So when we do the gematria on XLM, it brings up Starlink, it brings up bright light. When you think Bible, Satan was the brightest angel and was referred to as a bright and morning star, right? XLM, bright light, no man can buy and sell. And also connected to XLM in gematria, let me type it in, is when I type in 666. And again, King Solomon exchanges 660 talents of gold for his wealth in First Kings. I want to say 10 and 4 or 10 and 14, 666. So it's not an evil number like people have been taught per se. On the sixth day, right, mankind was made. And then we have the 666. But also, we had a 666 and our electrons, protons, neutrons, right? But also, Saturn has the hexagon, the sixth star, which the Bible or Christianity, not the Bible, talks about the Star of David, but the Bible doesn't really call it the Star of David. Christianity do, the 6-point star, right? And so in that, we know that XLM is going to be that currency that Revelation 13 is talked about, that no man can buy or sell without it. And so once we do the gematria on 666, I'm trying to hold two phones. The only crypto that comes up is XLM. Andre Tate comes up. New York comes up. Computer comes up. Mark of the Beast comes up. The Jab comes up. Um, so for some people, they might say, "Well, I don't want to invest in anything that's connected to the 666." But when you look at the back of your U.S. dollar and the all-seeing eye, and all the number 13 on the back of that, it's just a financial system. It also means flipping the script. Um, XLM Stellar. Let me show it to you so you can see it for yourself. It also has Mark of the Beast, Obama, Barack. So I don't know. Um, do you all see that? XLM Stellar. And then someone finally told me, you all, because Thomas Anderson was coming up. This is Thomas Cruise. Thomas Anderson, I kept saying, why is Thomas Anderson coming up? And they said, Queen, that was Neo's name in the Matrix. Right. Um, Thank you for liking the video. Hello, I have a question. Which XRP is correct to have? I have both. I don't give you all financial advice, but I have both XPR and XRP. So they have Ripple, the company is going to court, right? They have April the 17th to file an appeal. And then someone on another live stream made a comment that April 8th of last year was we had a lunar moon, a big lunar moon cycle that happened. Now, you all, April 10th connected to Stellar XLM as well in the gematria, right? And in May of this year, we will not be able to visibly see Saturn's ring because of the position of Saturn. So the ring of Saturn, the hexagon, um, like I said, bright morning star, Lucifer was referred to. It makes it so appealing. And Saturn, the Sabbath day of worship to so many religious institutions. So we have that going on with Saturn, which is connected to Interstellar, right? May of this year. And then April 8th of last year, we had the big lunar moon event. So you all, now, XLM is going to take off. XLM is going to be that currency that no man can buy or sell. Um, Purple was reserved for royalty or power back in biblical times. I agree. I use lobster in this way down. I'm hoping it comes back up. What's way down in lobster? Are you saying XPR? Now, are you saying XPR is down in lobster? The first Apple computer sold for 666. You all, let me tell you all something too. My very first normal white blood count, when I was diagnosed with chronic lymphocytic leukemia, and my blood count was over 71,000. I had the paperwork somewhere. I kept it. My very first normal white blood count was exactly 666. If my daughter was still here, she just left, she would confirm that, because when I called my mother, the first thing she said, "Oh, that's the mark of the beast." I said, "Look, I don't care what it is. I'm celebratory because it's a normal white blood count." I was at 71, over 71,000, right? It was exactly 666. And then when I started studying 666, we just showed that on the sixth day, humane, humanity, and the wild beasts were made on that day. I'm like, this is not an evil number. It's a code in monetary terms. Like, if King Solomon accepted that 666 ounces of talent, the only thing that King Solomon was missing was the spiritual part. He did all of this from his intellectual property. He sold his wisdom yearly for 666 talents of gold. But when King Solomon turned to God and humbled himself and said, "Lord, give me wisdom and God and knowledge to direct your people," then he mixed the spiritual with the natural. That's why on the seventh day, it is deemed as the day of reset. divine transition, right? 6 days, all things in nature was made. The 7th day was a rest day, a reset day to combine the spiritual with the natural. So 6 is just representation of man's intellect, man's creation, man's innovation, right? But when you put that with God, with the spiritual, then you're on another level. Now, let me read this last comment. August 11, 2025, morning alignment of Mercury, Jupiter, Venus, Uranus, Neptune, and Saturn in Texas. On the 11th, I'm not that out here. I look at the Bible tells us there was a brighter day to rule the day, a lesser light to rule the night. I mean, a brighter light to rule the day, a lesser light to rule the night. I take that as the brighter day was the sun, which represents the SON. The SUN represents the SON. And then the lesser light, again, Satan was referred to as a bright and morning star, was the Satan, the moon. And I've showed you all how Bitcoin and Terra Luna and things like that move with the moon. The famous quote by J.P. Morgan, the founder of J.P. Morgan and Chase Banks, said, "Millionaires do not use astrology, but billionaires do." And then it later said that the sun, the moon, and stars were created for signs and wonders. Now, I know some churches teach you that astrology worship is evil, but it tells you right there in the Bible what the sun and the moon was created for, and the stars. How is that evil? So it was created for signs and wonders. So you want to know what's going on in the earth realm around. How is that evil? Is right there in the Bible. Also, Elisha, when the woman who built a room for the prophet, Elisha, her son died at noon, and he had, like I said, it was a tumor or hemorrhagic stroke, right? And he died. And she told her husband, "Go get the donkey because I'm about to go see the prophet Elisha to revive our son, to bring our son back." And he told her, "It is not the new moon or the Sabbath. The Sabbath is Saturday, Saturn's day, the new moon." And she said, "I understand, because it's only certain miracles and times that you can go talk to the prophets in the new moon or the Saturn." So I never understand why the church said that astrology worship is evil. It's right there in the Bible. But at any rate, so now we get to Ripple, Notre Dame. Someone let me know what the score is because I'm not watching it. When I left, it was 7-7, divine transition. But Notre Dame, with the gold helmet that looks like physical gold color, to me, the 3-leaf clover will represent Ripple. And someone asked me, Queen, if Ripple/XRP. Yes, thank you. That's how the wise men found Jesus, as the story goes. Signs and wonders. No evil, right? You mentioned April 10th. 10-4 means message received. Wow, I did not know that. And then we got Interstellar, we got Saturn, we got the ring, May of this year that won't be visible. And we have the black cube, the hexagon, we got XCN, Onyx coin, the black stone, we got XRP, we got XLM, we got HDC 3113, and we got XR to the P. But someone, I'm gonna see if I can find this video. Do you all know in The Simpsons, season 31, episode 13, the crypto born, when at the end, I'm a basketball coach, right? Jim Parsons take the basketball and shoot it in the hoop and in the goal. And he said, "It went in, it went in, it went in." Well, the basketball represents the globe, the world, right? The globe, the earth. And the net represented Ripple net. Mm-hmm. See, Ripple is different from XRP. I've been explaining it. RippleNet is the company, XRP is the product. However, Ripple's payment platform is RippleNet. It's already being used by financial institutions to like streamline these international payments. So it's a faster and cheaper alternative to our traditional Vostros accounts or SWIFT system. Right? It's not going to replace, it's going to enhance. This is the thing, the big thing I tell you all about XRP, not XPR, which is going to be big now in FedNow payments and credit unions. But XRP is a bridge currency, which means it converts one fiat currency to another. Let me say that again. It converts one fiat currency to another. So what do these other countries want to do? They want to de-dollarize. They don't want to accept payments in the United States dollar. So if you need to transfer money from USD, United States digital dollar, United States dollar, to the euro, for example, XRP can be used quickly to convert the USD into XRP and then into the euro. This reduces the need for multiple currency pairs in the pre-funded Nostro accounts in foreign countries. So what does that mean? Pre-funded Nostro accounts means that would normally have to go through the United States dollar, which made it the global reserve currency of the world. But now, United States dollar is going to be X'd out. No pun intended. No pun intended. So with that being said, you all, XRP is here to convert currencies as well as on-demand liquidity. It doesn't even matter if United States is that's the whole point. Our US dollar is about to get de-dollarized. So that's why I've been asking you all, what is your plan? Because are you going to take your profits from crypto and put it back into a devaluating dollar, US dollar? That's why I've been telling you all about building your trust and converting it back into gold and silver, or taking profits in a decentralized currency like Bitcoin. But I wouldn't put all of my profits in Bitcoin because you all are going to need some physical money outside of the dollar system when this dollar devaluation happens. You're not going to want it back in the US dollars. Actually, XRP is going to help usher in the de-dollarization, and XRP is a United States company, but it's going to usher in the de-dollarization of the United States dollar. That's why these other countries have already deemed the United States dollar, XRP, as a non-security, because they're converting for their goods and services because they export so much to the United States. And this is going to cause a trade war when Trump decides to provide tariffs, even though a lot of citizens, United States citizens, are celebratory. They're like, oh yeah, we won't tax. We won't get taxed. He's going to tax the other countries. But you all, this is going to cause a trade war. And this is going to help other countries just to trade and interact with each other through XRP and exchange into their own currency. And this is why they are looking at the banknote, looking at their own CBDCs and central banks. Now, this is that scene that I was telling you about. One ledger book gets filled up, we add to a chain of previous books. This represents RippleNet. Blockchain. Later, glitches. If you'd like to learn more about how cryptocurrencies work, here's everything else you need to know. And goodbye from me, super cool Jim Parsons. It went in. 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 You saw it. It went in. That's RippleNet. That's RippleNet. That basketball was the globe. That's why he was so. It went in. It went in. It went in. Yeah, you saw it. It went in. Because this is what RippleNet now is going to do. It's already being used by financial institutions, right? So cross-border transaction, including the conversion of fiat currency. All right. Terrorists usher in change to a blockchain technology faster. But yes, but I'm also telling you, I have your exit plan because you're not going to want to get back into the dollar. It's going to be so devalued. That's why I've been telling you all about silver, copper, because aren't you all noticing how many, especially on TikTok, and also TikTok was a distraction. Do you all know that there were like millionaires? I think like 4.6 millionaires made yesterday overnight because they invested in Trump coin. Oh, Ohio State is up. I may be wrong then on that Ripple thing. They up 21-7. I haven't did the geometry on Ohio, but I do know that Notre Dame and let me look at the geometry real quick on that. Ohio State. I just saw the and when I saw the red, I'm like, well, that's predominantly China's color. But to be honest with you, all China is going to um, lead, I believe, still in the innovation. China, Brazil, Russia. Trump is trying as fast as he can to make America the crypto capital of the world and to make it the what do you say, the Bitcoin superpower. And he wants to lead in innovation, but China has been mining Bitcoin way before America, and they are too far ahead. Okay, let me look at Ohio State real quick because I have San Francisco. That's interesting. With what's going on in California. December the 15th is coming up. Nothing breaking point. Nothing strikes December the 15th for me. Decode Titanic, Kamala Harris, Xi Jinping. But I've been telling you all whatever what the listen, you all to my opinion, the worst case scenario what could happen with Ripple is if they lose the lawsuit. If they lose the lawsuit, then a buyback may happen with XRP, and the buyback will be bigger than the buy-in. But if Ripple lose the lawsuit, that's going to further delay United States from being the innovators of this cryptocurrency, which is going to quicker de-dollarize the U.S. dollar. And also, the gematria showed that April 10th, we can really see some type of dollar crash of this year, along with, you know, May and Saturn, and that upcoming event is in April as well. So where you put our profits other than gold and silver, um, I've always said I was going to roll some over in Bitcoin because Bitcoin is known as an international world currency. It's accepted all over the world. They know the dominance of Bitcoin. I don't care what language you speak. You say Bitcoin, they understand Bitcoin. If you say silver, they understand silver. If you say gold, I don't care where you are in the world, they understand that Bitcoin, silver, and gold is accepted everywhere in the world, everywhere, right? I like the short you posted with XPR sweeping the XRP under the rug. That was crazy. Well, I didn't say. Now listen, don't think I'm not an XRP. Hey, I've been telling you all this. Like, my second biggest holding is XRP. So, but I just know that for if XPR, and it's all over the Simpsons. It's all over the Simpsons. The Simpsons don't lie. And if XPR just reached 50 cents to $1, then I'm a millionaire just from XPR. And I believe with everything that Big X the plug, with his big perp on, with his perp on, Big X the plug with the purple on is representation of XPR. I believe that the biggest, the baddest, right? I believe that's Big X the plug. I'm not showing. No, I'm not doing. Oh, show what from The Simpsons? Oh, you talking about? Okay, because I gotta go watch this game. All right, let me pull up the Simpsons episode that's showing XPR. So could that really, on the 1988 economist, could that really be um that X, that dollar slash, could it also represent Stellar? Because we're looking at Interstellar. We're looking at Interstellar with that same logo. Also, I need to do an episode on the whiteboard as well because I purchased the entire season 31, episode 13 of The Simpsons. I purchased the entire episode, and in doing so, I was able to decode much better of what that whiteboard mean because there was a lot of information taken out that you don't find on YouTube because that season is just given in chunks and pieces. So now that I was able to watch the entire season, let me give you an example of one thing that was taken out is when Mr. Burns, who represents the dollar burning, when he says he wants to create the cryptographers to create a crypto, when he found out that Professor Frink and Frink Coin, aka Bitcoin, was the richest man in Springfield, when he found that out, he told, hold up, let me find it. I think it's right here.
Magna cum losers, you're here for one reason and one reason only, to create a pseudo-currency like the Bitcoin.
Okay. Did you all know that after that he said something with a P? And I kept,
I have it in
hold
my
on.
crypt. No.
Let me see, can I find it? Because this is another episode. Right, listen to this.
A long, healthy walk from my new parking spot. In town again, I've assembled a team of the greatest mathematicians and cryptographers to ever leave their rooms. They're here to
And I've discovered some serious issues with this nuclear plant. By my calculations, the cracks in the coolant pipes are
to create a pseudo-currency like the Bitcoin or the peso that will make me rich. So rich I could buy, sir.
He said the Bitcoin or the peso that can make me rich. So I was like, peso? Why would he say peso can make him rich? Okay, somebody says halftime. I can keep dropping gems. Okay. So of course, see you know, you have, and then when I heard in that particular clip, I was like, no, I have to purchase this entire episode because which pesos is SOS as well. Because getting bits and pieces off of YouTube wasn't going to benefit me. And so when I did pesos in the gematria, wait a second. Like the Bitcoin or the pesos that would make me rich. He said, create me a pseudo currency like the Bitcoin and the pesos or the pesos that will make me rich. Okay, pesos is 444, 74, which is 11. The dragon, lumen, but it wasn't the gematria. They really hexagon talked about that, and Saturn and the hexagon and the black cube. But this is what really stood out is that the pesos, Mexican peso, and silver relation. And that's why, I've been talking to you all about the pesos have a silver coin. See? Mexican silver. He says like the Bitcoin or the peso. That's why I've been talking to you all about silver and its 88 to 1 ratio of gold. That people that are holding silver certificates, once they call those certificates in and they want their physical gold, physical silver, silver is going to be priced just as high or higher than gold. And you got an opportunity to get it at $40. Mexican pesos, silver. Mr. Burns said, create me a cryptocurrency or pseudocurrency like the Bitcoin or the pesos that will make me rich. What's the symbol for XPR? It's XPR. Go to Coinbase wallet and XPR. But he said, make me a cryptocurrency like the Bitcoin or the peso. All right. And then I'm logging off. Someone asked for me to show them where in particular the XPR is shown. So, of course, I have to go through all of these clips. And let's see.
Welcome in, welcome in.
Let me see if this particular video has it. See, I had to go through all of these. But when the motorcycles in this same Crypto Born episode, when Jim Parsons and Avalanche is in here as well. After I was able to watch the full episode, Avalanche is in here. But when the motorcycles are okay, this is a short view. I can't but it's not showing the motorcycle jumping over all of the bricks trucks, but it's the motorcycle jumping over the bricks trucks on a ramp. That ramp is purple, and it's also a ocean blue in the inside. That ocean blue represents okay. That ocean blue represents XPR and HDC.
People think I'm a nerd, but I'm actually currency. Kachinga.
Okay, so that show all of the bricks trucks. Let me just try to pause it. The bricks trucks represent the physical commodities. The bricks trust represents the physical commodities. That ocean blue is HDC. That's where we got the X flippers that was in that. They're also called flippers. And fins, I believe, yeah. And Zenfin for HDC. And we had the ocean in the background. And this motorcycle is propelling or jumping over these commodity trucks. And these commodity trucks is gold, silver, water, and copper. I've been telling you all there's a global shortage on copper, and silver is the most undervalued asset in the world. And copper, see, and that's flare. These are the commodity trucks. Gold, silver, water is the blue, dark blue commodities. And next to that is copper. And that ramp is the XPR ramp. And SPR all, as they're going to switch over to a twin, which represents twin towers, are buried underneath the rubble. The rubble of the twin towers was millions of dollars in physical silver and gold. So he's going to swipe out. The 13 dots on that motorcycle is the 13 banking system that control the world. And then you have what's called the Illuminati. And then this is high performance vehicle. Later on in that episode, you're going to see a jet ski, and they're going to give the ledger as payment on that jet ski to a woman in a violet purple shirt on named April. So that's why I know something big is going to happen in April. Right. So May we got this XPR all. So all through that episode, they had high performance vehicles. right? Big X the plug, XPR. And it's actually high performance oil. Someone said that oil is the greatest commodity. Like you got ExxonMobil and Chevron right now fighting over Ghana. And you got Trump saying we're going to build our own oil. We're going to drill our own oil. That physical commodity XPR, we're talking about tokenization of assets and real world currencies. Metal blockchain logo goes from purple to gold. Yes, thank you. It sure does. So, hey, I was thinking that the three-leaf clover was representation of the fidget spinner for Ripple, for Notre Dame, and being MLK, first black coach in history. But if they're down at halftime, maybe I was wrong. But I still think either way, we got 111 in right now. Either way, if XRP is deemed a security or non-security, if it's deemed a security, it's still going to be a big buyback, I believe. Make sure you take your XRP off these exchanges and put them on your own self-custody wallets. That's what Trump was talking about as well. You don't want the exchanges to delist them in case that happens, and then you don't have them in your own cold storage, right? The buyback still can be a big price, so protect that. However, if Ripple win or loses, to me, it's a win-win either way for XRP holders. It's going to help convert these currencies, usher in the new world economic system, the CBDCs, and unfortunately, an American-based company is going to um, assist with other countries' efforts of de-dollarization. That's what's going to happen. Okay, I love you all. XLM 666. No man can buy or sell. I expect big gains for it. Interstellar, created in 2014. So was XLM and Stellar. And we know XLM equals 666 in the gematria. And domestic banking. One of the hard to find videos is Akon and BitBoy Crypto, when Akon was telling BitBoy Crypto how big Stellar was going to be. That's a hard to find video. And then the distraction of TikTok last night, there were 4.6, I want to say, 4.6 million millionaires made, 4.6 million millionaires made by investing in the Trump meme coin. I really went live when that coin was released, and I thought it was too high at the price at $26. And I said, no, pump fund and these meme coins, they pump and dump. I didn't know it was going to go as high as $70. I still would have had room to profit, but I didn't get in. I didn't. It's okay. I have a very strong portfolio. And so when you spell pesos with C, pecos, it matches XRP or XPR in 3 ciphers. Wow. I'm telling people, listen, he said it. Make me a pseudocurrency like the Bitcoin or the pesos. Silver. What did God say? I redeemed them with silver. When the Israelites came from under Pharaoh of slavery, what God said, I brought them out with silver and gold. Telling you all, silver price is squeezed right now and suppressed. It's supposed to be almost $2,000 an ounce, and you get it for $40. It is what it is. Go to my website, Millie Moves, www MILLI moves MOVES.com. Get that on autopilot. Also, they sold out. They released a Trump silver coin for $47.45 on there. You can only get 2 per household, and it sold out in less than an hour. So you need to become a member and stay on top of those special release collectors coin, because those are the ones that cannot be confiscated as well. The Israelites were told to borrow gold and silver from their neighbor. Okay. Brought them out with silver and gold. I have not, Skywalker, looked at XCN today. I just buy it. And especially when the dips come, I just buy it. I believe BlackRock is going to be connected to it in that Blackstone and BlackRock. And it's on chain. And yeah, I believe it's going to do big. The thing about getting the XPR, XCN now, and XLM and even XDC is that they can go to $1 or $2 and $3. and you can get, um, you know, the highest return on your investment and become a millionaire or a multimillionaire. I don't think XRP can be confiscated, but if it's deemed a security, it could. We could see a situation like gold was bought back from the American citizens during the 1933 depression because gold was used as the banker's money, right? Well, XRP is the banker's technology. So gold was used as the banker's money. America needed more gold in order to be the world reserve currency. And so they bought it back from American citizens and made it illegal for American citizens to have. So that's what can happen if XRP is deemed a security. It can be deemed as illegal for American citizens to have, and a potential buyback from the government, just like they did during the Great Depression with gold, could happen with the XRP. But a lot of people have told me that XRP was delisted during its scrutiny in 2023 leading up to that, and they lost all of their XRP when it was delisted. So this is why I said take it off of those Coinbase, store it in your own cold wallet, have self custody of it. How do you feel about buying gold and silver from Glenn? I don't know who Glenn is, so I cannot answer that. My eyes are really red. I'm about to go, and the light is in my eyes. I got them. What do they call it? Dilated today. So I'm not going to have the my cataract. I have them in both eyes. And so I'm not going to have the surgery until the summer. I am going to put off the surgery. I'm going to try this eye drop that some of you all told me about, this castor oil eye drop that I ordered. But I do have newer prescription glasses that's coming in. So these are like my older glasses. And my new prescription glasses will be ready in a couple of days. So that's why they're really red. So I need to get out this live stream. Glenn allows you to buy gold and silver and make purchases with regular MC debit card. I guess that's fine as long as you get the physical gold and silver and it's not an ETF or certificate. And uh, make sure you store it away from your home when you do that, right? Okay, you all, I love you. Let's stay top on XLM. Um, yeah, XLM is going to be big. Hold tight for May and April, you all. There's going to be a big event for everything. Thank you so much, Pete. I love you all too. Oh, I got to do this one more thing. And make sure I said I was going to give you all another 11:11 scripture because of the super chat. So we're going to roll with Deuteronomy 11:11 that says, but the land that you will cross, the X mark is the crossing, the Jordan River to take is a land of hills and valley, a land that drinks rain from heaven. Who want to drink rain from heaven when you cross, when you X? I also go to Joshua 1:11 too. He told Joshua, you have 3 days to cross over this land and you will enter your promised land, the crossing, you are. Deuteronomy 11:11, Joshua 1:11. Why store it away from your home? Because you don't want people to break in your home trying to steal your gold and silver. That's why people, listen, when this economic reset, and there's going to be some businesses that only accept gold and silver as payment, you need off the grid money when this grid system goes down. This technology money, this cryptocurrency, Bitcoin may not be available, but international money is Bitcoin, gold, and silver. Get it away somewhere. I don't care. Go find a hole somewhere, dig, but find somewhere else safe and secure. Because people are going to be breaking in people's houses. It's going to be turmoil. Or you better have you some other ways to protect it if you're going to keep it in your home. Okay, you all, love you too. Peace. Queen out.